and welcome back to the Michael Cohen Show on our continued journey to 500,000 subscribers. So hit subscribe, watch, comment, keep the comments coming, and share with a friend, because the stupidity out of DC is boundless. I mean, look, while all of this is going on, while the markets are tanking and people are losing their savings, their 401ks and so on, you got a fight going on. And it's no secret in this fight that Elon Musk isn't thrilled about Trump's new tariffs. I mean, the rift got more intense even yesterday when Peter Navarro, guy who wants to be Trump's savior and one of Trump's most loyal pundits, decided that he didn't like what Elon said. And so he criticized Elon and Tesla on CNBC. That didn't sit well with, I don't know, the Dark Knight, or what does he call himself? Dark MAGA. So he took to X, all right, his platform, and posted this in response. In it, he turns around and he says, Navarro is truly a moron. What he says here is demonstrably false. Tesla has the most American-made cars. Navarro is dumber than a sack of bricks. He goes on to say, by any definition whatsoever, Tesla is the most vertically integrated auto manufacturer in America with the highest percentage of U.S. content. Navarro should ask the fake expert he invented, Ron Vera. Now, let me just go on to say that very much like John Barron, you may remember the fake John Barron, who was really Donald Trump. Ron Navarro is actually a play on just Navarro's last name. Now, I want to show you what Navarro had said that actually led to this aggressive response by Elon Musk, where he actually apologizes to bricks for comparing Peter Navarro to being as dumb as a brick. Play the clip.
When it comes to tariffs and trade, we all understand in the White House, and the American people understand, that Elon's a car manufacturer. But he's not a car manufacturer. He's a car assembler in many cases. If you go to his Texas plant, a good part of the engines that he gets, which in the EV case is the batteries, come from Japan and come from China. The electronics come from Taiwan. The tires come. What we want, and the difference is in our thinking and Elon's on this, is that we want the tires made in Ackman. We want the transmissions made in Indianapolis. We want the engines made in Flint and Saginaw, and we want the cars manufactured here. It's like this business model where BMW and Mercedes come in to Spartanburg, South Carolina, and have us assemble German engines and Austrian transmissions. That doesn't work for America. It's bad for our economics. It's bad for our national security. We want them to come here. And with Elon, it's fine. He's a car man. He's a car person. That's what he does. And he wants the cheap foreign parts, and we understand that. But we want him home. We want him home, Peter, for our national security and economic security, and everything's good with Elon.
Yeah, except the only problem is, first and foremost, I don't think there's ever been a Tesla that has an engine. They're all EVs. Second of all, that Tesla, which you could buy for like $34,000 to $36,000, their base model, would cost over $100,000 if manufactured in the United States of America. And guess what, Peter Navarro? Guess what Americans want? Cheap products. Meanwhile, of course, Caroline Leavitt, bullshit Barbie, tries to cover up the inner circle rift during a press briefing. Play the clip.
There's been some public sparring between Elon Musk and the president's trade advisor, Peter Navarro, on some of these tariffs. Musk actually referred to Navarro today as being, quote, dumber than a sack of bricks. Are you at all, or is the administration, the president, all concerned that this is maybe impacting the public's understanding of these tariffs? It might be messing with the message on it?
No, look, these are obviously two individuals who have very different views on trade and on tariffs. Boys will be boys, and we will let their public sparring continue. And you guys should all be very grateful that we have the most transparent administration in history. And I think it also speaks to the president's willingness to hear from all sides, that he has people at the highest levels officials of this government in this White House who have very diverse opinions on very diverse issues, but the president takes all opinions in mind, and then he makes the best decision based on the best interests of the American public. Deanna.
Truly amazing. Meanwhile, Stephen Moore, Trump's former economic advisor, made the most wild comparison, saying Musk and Navarro's rift reminded him, now you can't make this shit up, my friends, reminded him of Abraham Lincoln. Play the clip.
I get along with everyone, you know that. But listen, Trump, you know, when you watch that little infighting that's going on, it reminds me of Abraham Lincoln and his team of rivals. He had people at the table who...
Peter Navarro and Elon Musk remind you of Abraham Lincoln.
Well, yeah, but okay. Elon Musk is probably the greatest...
I must defend Abraham Lincoln on this.
He's the greatest entrepreneur in world history. But
yeah, keep laughing, moron. Meanwhile, Musk's discontent, it's not the only criticism that we've seen this week. Bill Ackman, billionaire Bill Ackman, right? Investor who endorsed Trump's 2024 campaign. He warned last weekend that these tariffs, this is last weekend, the warning that these tariffs would launch an economic nuclear war. Ackman also posted this on X in response to Howard Lutnick. In it, he turns around and he says, I just figured out why Howard D. Lutnick is indifferent to the stock market and the economy crashing. He and Cantor, he's referring to Cantor Fitzgerald, are long bonds. He profits when our economy implodes. It's a bad idea to pick a Secretary of Commerce whose firm is levered long fixed income. It's an irreconcilable conflict of interest. Well, there you have it, my friends. Bill Ackman is telling you why Lutnick is so indifferent. Maybe that because he's just an asshole. Even Trump's social media influencer supporter is not happy with the tariffs. And I'm talking about David Portnoy, founder of Barstool Sports, claimed he's been all over, whether it's his podcast or anybody else's. He lost up to about $20 million after the market crashed because of the Trump tariffs. Play the clip.
I went super viral when I said I lost $7 million. I'd kill to be back to losing $7 million. I haven't even looked. If I had to guess, I'm down in these last 3 days, probably close to 20. I don't know, like 10, 15% of my net worth, poof. But I'm still here. That's the game. That's what I'm in. Like, do I like it? No. Am I crying? Am I like, oh, woe is me. I wish I voted for Kamala. No. Do I wish this didn't go down like this? Yes. Am I in this to make money? Yes. Do I wish I had that money in my investment portfolio? Yes.
Yeah. You know, if you have a chance, check out my Substack from today, which I referred to as FAFO, Fuck Around, Find Out, Trump's Trade War, Our Loss. All right. I don't feel bad for David Portnoy. Right? Okay, say he lost 15%. He's worth what? A couple $100 million? Not crying for him. But here he is complaining when I warned everybody, I warned the world, fuck around and find out. Well, guess what, Big Dave? Fucked around and now you're finding out. And by the way, that 20 million, rest assured, it's going to be much more than 20 million. Because Trump is bullshitting the American public. He bullshitted you, a smart guy. A smart guy. You may remember, we bumped into each other at the SLS in Brickell. And you turn around and you're like, hey, how are you? In those days, I wasn't the Michael Cohen who you don't like. But I turn around and I warned everybody, Trump doesn't give a shit how bad you get hurt. In fact, the more that you get hurt, the better off he does. But for whatever reason, smart guy like you are, a guy who made it on his own, now you're complaining about the guy that you voted for. You wouldn't vote for Kamala Harris, even though you're watching as these trade wars escalate with no end in sight, despite his lies that turn around and say that every single foreign leader is calling to kiss his ass. Come on, man. You're smarter than that. Aiden Ross, the internet personality who hosted Trump on his live stream last summer and gave Trump a custom Cybertruck and a Rolex, said recently that he lost over $10 million. Play that clip.
People are getting killed. Me too.
Yeah, we all are.
You look at your shit?
Bro, holy fuck, it's so bad.
Nah, I mean, how much you lost? Be honest.
8 figures. It's almost.
Damn.
Yeah.
You over here like, fuck it, Kamala, come back to me. You over here singing the song like the Kanye Bianca song.
It's bad, I'm not gonna lie to you, bro.
It'll get better, bro.
I know.
It'll get better.
It's bad, though. It will get better.
It's not going to get better. It's not going to get better because you don't know Trump. I do. He's like a bull. He will dig his back heels into the dirt, and you can't move him. Not with a plow, not with a semi-tractor trailer. He ain't moving. He legitimately wants to fuck up the global economy for his ego so that he could call it a win, claiming that every single leader in the world is calling him to kiss his ass when we all know that that's not true. So how does this end? Let me give you a little prediction. It ends with us. It ends with us voting their asses out, stopping this shit once and for all. That's how it has to end. And that's why I say, please share this with a friend. Bring them into the community so we can ensure that this end happens sooner than later while we all still can afford to breathe. And as always, thanks for listening. Hey, everyone. First of all, thanks for watching. I mean, we're going to be posting daily episodes with reactions and talking about politics. We'll be talking about everything, in fact. So please like and subscribe. Join us on this journey.